What is up, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Today I'm going to be doing a guide on how to grow your shoulders. My strongest muscle group is definitely my shoulders. I'll put a picture right up here and right up here. My shoulders are my... Alright, first off, let's break down the shoulder. There's front delt, side delt, and rear delt, which I think everyone knows. I do one exercise with one set per week, as hard as humanly possible on each. I'll put a video of me doing... No, I don't have no more, but I have a video of me shoulder pressing the 65s for somewhere in between 8 and 10 reps, but I was like, yeah, so that's how you got to train if you're going to do one set to failure per week of each exercise. I listen to Mike Mincer for most of my training stuff, but let's get on to the best exercise to get big shoulders now. My favorite exercise to hit the front delts effectively is the shoulder press with a slight incline about this much. I could do the 65-pound dumbbells on here. I know it's not the best, but I've been progressing a lot, especially with how I recently started training like Mike Mincer. Very hard with high intensity, very low volume. By all means, not telling you to do only one set to failure per exercise per week. That doesn't work for everyone, but I've been lifting for not too long of a time, about a year or so, and recently my progress has slowed down a bit. And then when I started doing this, I started getting a lot stronger on exercise. I probably won't do this forever because I know, I'm not sure what works best, whatnot. I'm just experimenting with everything. That's what I'm experimenting with right now. I'm getting a lot stronger. The week before, I got 140 for 7 on the pec fly. And then this week, I got 180 for 8 on the pec fly, with only doing one set to complete failure. So I think it works, but I don't know how long it will work for. But the video ain't about that. The video is about how to grow your shoulders. So back to it. Let's go over the form and have some cues on the shoulder press now. I'm only doing the 12-pound dumbbell things because today's my rest day. Or one of my many rest days now. Yeah, let me get an angle correct, but let me go over the correct form. Just a tiny little incline. You see a lot of people arching their back a ton on here, which is incorrect. You'll see them go like, I know you can't see it, but they'll be like this. What you're supposed to do is have your back closer up. When you're going to get the dumbbells, you're going to want to push them up and go down, not too far, because like right here, I bet you could strain something, probably get hurt. I'm not sure though. But I usually go to about right here, and it works for me. So that's how you perform the shoulder press. It's probably the best front delt exercise in my opinion. You might have a different preference. If you have a different preference, by all means do it. Just do whatever you feel comfortable training as hard as possible with. Next up we have the side delts. For these I like to do a simple dumbbell lateral raise. Even if I'm out of the gym, to have the lateral raise machine where you like hold on to the thing and do like that. I really like that one, but I feel like, in my opinion, I like these better, but you do whatever you feel comfortable with. You're going to want to have them out like this. And I saw in the Jeff Nipper video a cue of act like you have a shovel in your hand, but not hold it like, don't hold it like this. Hold it like this and pretend you're pushing out and extending and try and fill it in your side delts, because I see most people in there ego lifting and stuff, but you really want to go slow and controlled and act like you're pushing with a shovel. Not that slow and controlled, but obviously like more of like, when I train, I go like that. But if you don't like the lateral raise and you find a better side delt exercise in your opinion, just do whatever you feel comfortable with. I'm just talking about how I grew my shoulders. For these exercises, I usually do about the 25s, which isn't a bunch of weight, but my form on here is way more important. Actually, on every exercise, your form is way more important than how much weight you're doing. You know, even when I'm not training at my home gym, this is my favorite rear delt exercise. So you get a band. Let me get it. Just any size band. You need to find something that's about face height. Not width. Face height. Then you want to just do it like this. Let me angle this camera back for y'all some. And put your hands inside of the band. Step pretty far back. I'm not going to step too far back because, yeah, I need to step farther back till I actually be able to make it look real. You're just going to want to pull to your face. Let me go down some. And squeeze your rear delt. These I find very hard to go to failure on. I mean, I can do like, probably with that weight right there, I could do like 100 of something. They feel really hard to get a failure on because you have to make sure I'm using your side delts. Hold on, wait, that looks like a bench press. This is weird. I'm sorry, y'all. Using your like side delts to pull to your face instead of using your traps and pulling back like that and using your lats and all your back muscles. You want to focus on using your rear delts. So go high reps. I'd say in the 20 plus rep range to failure. The most important thing for training your shoulders or any other muscle group is making sure you're training with intensity. Volume, I think it might matter. I'm not sure. I'm very uneducated on this topic, so you might got to watch some other videos. But as I was saying, I like to train like Mike Mincer. I feel stronger and I can grow more that way, but I might be incorrect. I don't know. I'm just talking about the best exercises in the correct form on growing your shoulders, not how much volume or how you should program or anything like that. Some more stuff is, I like to do shoulders with arms. If you are going to do shoulders with chest and your main thing is growing your shoulders, if you bench or something before you shoulder press, your shoulders are going to be very fatigued, so you're going to be able to do less overall weight for the shoulder press, and it doesn't really work out well. I like to do shoulder press after maybe bicep curls or something on my shoulders and arms day. Also, another thing is intensity, form, and what was I going to say? Tracking your lifts. Make sure you're getting stronger every couple of weeks. If you're not getting stronger and you're doing very low volume, maybe take up the intensity. If you're doing very high volume, maybe lower the volume. If you're doing too low a volume, which might be possible, I'm not sure yet. I've just been training like Mike Mincer for a month or so. If you're doing too low a volume, maybe add it up. I'm not sure on that. Well, I know this definitely isn't the highest quality video or the best video you've ever seen, but if y'all enjoyed it, please make sure to like and hit the subscribe button. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great day. Peace out.